Hey, what's going on, guys? It's FPL Yusuf here. Welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be going over my Game Week 14 FPL Challenge team. I'm going to be showing you guys what the current requirements are for this week, the team that I've selected, and also we'll go over a quick recap of how we got on in the previous Game Week 2. So, without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. Okay, welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for being here with me today on my YouTube channel for another video. Before we get into this one, if you wouldn't mind dropping a thumbs up and subscribing down below, it would be greatly appreciated. So, Game Week 13 actually went really well for us, bar one thing, and I'm sure you guys can already work out what that is on screen. I didn't change my captain. So what happened was Friday evening, I was going to put it back on Mo Salah. Obviously, the game week itself meant Liverpool players would get double points. I thought, you know what, on the off chance that Salah gets a pen or, gets a goal with the way City had been defending, it would have made sense to have him as captain. And all throughout Friday, I kept meaning to do that. It was on João Pedro, and I just completely forgot. Got to the deadline. Obviously, Brighton were playing Friday night, and it was so unfortunate because I think if my maths was right, if we had captained Salah like the plan was, I think we would have been inside the top 10k or pushing it. And unfortunately, now we've taken a red arrow. It's not too bad. We're only down to 37k, so not a million miles away, but very disappointing because that is the fine margins. And it's my own fault. But the whole team returned so well. Sells got his clean sheet, Van Dijk got his clean sheet. Probably could have had one, definitely one, if not maybe two. Dare I say 3 goals? He had a few really good chances from corners. Obviously Mo Salah does what Mo Salah does: goal, assist, clean sheet, 3 bonus points, just massive hauls. Chris Wood getting his goal. So everyone worked out perfectly, bar João Pedro, who unfortunately was the captain. But like I said, it wasn't too bad. It was only a small red arrow down to 37k. So a little bit frustrating because I think we probably should have hit the target by now of being inside that top 10k. But you know what? It's all right because Game Week 14 gives us a chance to sort of go back in and try and push ourselves back inside that top 25 and then start working towards that top 10k as well. So Game Week 14 is all about Manchester United, and it's about all their players, if you select them, are on double points. Now, spoiler alert, I actually haven't got any Manchester United players in this team. I am considering Marcus Rashford, I will say that. So at the time of recording, this is the team that I've currently got. I've gone for a double up on Chelsea defence. They're playing Southampton away. I've gone for Robert Sanchez and Cucurella in defence. Now this one could easily be a Cucurella down to like a Levi Cole to cover the Chelsea defence. And then, we're moving some other money around, moving Sanchez up to Onana for Manchester United. However, with the fact that Man United are playing Arsenal, I don't expect a clean sheet there. And I don't know if I really expect them to score either. We'll come on to Rashford and Bruno in a little bit when we get onto the midfield. But as of right now, this is the team that I've got. It's a double up on Chelsea defence, like I said. I've got Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's been in very good form for West Ham as of recently. I know West Ham just conceded 5 to Arsenal, but they are about to go away to Leicester. Now, Wan-Bissaka's been getting a few points, had a few attacking returns. I think he's got 2 goals in the last 2 weeks, which I don't expect to continue to happen. But, Leicester, new manager bounce with Van Nistelrooy. Does it always work? Not necessarily. We saw that from Ruben Amorim that they picked up a draw in their first game. I believe Mikel Arteta's first game for Arsenal was also a draw. So it doesn't mean that it's necessarily always going to work. But for me, I'd like that fixture, even though it's away from home. I think Wan-Bissaka could get some joy there. Leif Davis, again, for me, this is someone who I haven't really touched a lot this season, to be honest with you. I haven't really looked at him, obviously, because Ipswich don't offer that much of an upside. However, I do think against Crystal Palace, there could be an opportunity for attacking threat and attacking return from him. So I am going to put Leif Davis in here. He was kind of here for budget reasons, but also because I do like the fixture. They are at home. And yeah, I do think that he could have some really strong attacking output in this game. Okay, so onto the midfield. As you can see, we've got 4 across the middle. Bukayo Saka straight in there as my main man, along with Mo Salah. Them 2 non-negotiables for me. Both have got great fixtures this week. Newcastle haven't been the best defensively, and Salah's just in prime form, and the same for Saka, really. Arsenal just in amazing form. Odegaard's back. They look like they're back to their old selves. And to be honest, Saka's just so instrumental in everything Arsenal do. If anyone's going to get a return in this game, it is him. Now, obviously, the challenge is about Manchester United this week, so it does lead me to believe that, okay, is Bruno and Rashford an option? I think you could potentially say yes. I think I'd probably rather go more for Bruno just because he has the set pieces and the penalties. But Marcus Rashford is in very good form at the moment, and someone that I'm looking out for my main team as well. He's 6.9 million down as a midfielder. Man United do have 2 tough games coming up. They've got Arsenal and City, I believe, in the next 3. So I probably wouldn't move to any of them then. And this is why in this challenge, I haven't got any Manchester United players. But that could still change. Like I said, I might end up going for Marcus Rashford or Bruno Fernandes before the deadline. But the other 2 midfielders in this midfield are going to be Morgan Rogers, who has got Brentford, I believe. So Brentford defensively haven't been that great. Going forward, yes, they have been. So I'm hoping that Aston Villa can get some joy at Villa Park. They've been really poor the last few weeks, and they kind of need this result as well. So that's why Morgan Rogers is in there. And to partner him up is Matoma. He was somebody that I did actually pick to be a differential last week, got himself a goal. A little bit underwhelming from Brighton, but I do think that over these Christmas period minutes as well, Matoma's sort of time on the pitch will be pretty much set. I imagine he'll be playing 80 plus minutes in most games. So yeah, not really too worried about the rotation risk with him, which is why he's there. And on to the three forwards, Matheus Cunha, João Pedro, two of my, well actually, to be fair, after my transfers, which I don't want to spoil before my team selection tomorrow, this is my whole front line on my main team. Nicholas Jackson, as we spoke about, Southampton away, great fixture for him. Not suspended for this game either. Did get an early sub, which leads me to believe that he probably will start this game. So we've got him up front. Matheus Cunha, again, a little bit underwhelming from Wolves. They didn't really have a great start to the game. Bournemouth really did get a couple of goals on the board early. Strand Larson obviously got 2 goals for them, but I just think Cunha and his overall play with his assist threat offers just a little bit more than him. And finally, João Pedro, very underwhelming from him. I did expect a lot more from not only him, but just from Brighton as well. But hopefully, fingers crossed, he won't be playing as deep as he was in that game. Get hopefully higher up the pitch, back to his sort of like number 10, 9.5 role, whatever you want to call it, and hopefully back on the score sheet for us. So yeah, that is my team for game week 14. This is how we're lining up. Like I said, no Manchester United players in there at the moment. That could be subject to change before tomorrow's deadline, but we'll have to wait and see on that. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I will be back tomorrow with a final team selection before the deadline. Just a reminder to anyone who hasn't or isn't aware yet, the deadline for tomorrow's game week, both main FPL and FPL challenge, is tomorrow evening, which is being midweek Tuesday. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But like I said, if you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and I'll catch you next time.